Gopakumaraya Govindaya Namo Namaha. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna. Reading from Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 4, Chapter 12, chapter entitled Dhruva Maharaj Goes Back to Godhead, texts 31 to 33. Would anyone like to read the verse and then someone else translation? 31.
Hare Krishna, Vasudha Mataji, you can read the verse, Archana Mataji, the translation, and Suma Mataji, the purport. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, Dandavat Pranam Prabhuji.
Dandavat Pranam.
Slokam Mataji. Yes. Yeah, thank you Mataji. Hare Krishna. Tada dundubhayo nedhur mridanga panavadayaha gandharva mukhya prajaggo peto kusuma vristayaha. Hare Krishna. Thank you very much.
Hare Krishna. Pranams Prabhu. Translation by Srila Prabhu. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. At that time, drums and kettle drums resounded from the sky. The chief Gandharvas began to sing, and other demigods showered flowers like torrents of rains upon Dhruva Maharaja. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Next verse.
Hare Krishna, Suma Mataji, you read the verse, and Barnali Mataji, the translation. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, Dandavat Pranams. Hare Krishna, thank you Mataji. Sachaswalokam arokshan sunitim jananim dhruvaha anvasmarat agam hitva dhinam yashye tribishtapam. Hare Krishna, thank you Mataji.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, Dandavat Pranam. Thank you Mataji. Translation. Dhruva was seated in the transcendental airplane which was just about to start. When he remembered his poor mother, Suniti, he thought to himself, how shall I go alone to the Vaikuntha planet and leave behind my poor mother? Hare Krishna Prabhuji, Mataji, thank you.
Thank you.
Dandavat Pranam.
Dandavat Pranam. In the purport, Srila Prabhupada is explaining about Patha Pradarshak Guru or Vartma Pradarshak Guru, Diksha Guru, and Shiksha Guru. And he says whatever plan the Supreme Personality of Godhead contemplates immediately fructifies. Similarly, a devotee who is completely dependent on the Supreme Lord can also fulfill his wishes by the grace of the Lord. And in the end, Prabhupada says, by the grace of the Lord, he becomes exactly like the Lord. And thus, whenever he thinks of anything, his wish is immediately fulfilled. Text 33.
Hare Krishna, Meenakshi Mataji, read the verse, and Shobha Mataji, the translation. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Iti vyavasthitam tasya vyavasaya surottamau darshayam asato devim puroyanena gachatim. Hare Krishna Prabhuji, Dandavat Pranam.
Hare Krishna, Dandavat Pranam Prabhujis and Matajis. A synonymous translation purported by His Grace Srila Prabhupada ki jai. The great associates of Vaikuntha Loka, Nanda and Sunanda, could understand the mind of Dhruva Maharaj, and thus they showed him that his mother Suniti was going forward in another plane. Hari Bol. Thank you, Prabhuji. Dandavats.
Here, Srila Prabhupada is emphasizing that if, in the purport, if one of my disciples becomes as strong as Dhruva Maharaj, then he will be able to carry me with him to Vaikuntha Loka. So, in all his humility, Srila Prabhupada is saying that my disciple can carry me. And he's following in the footsteps of his Guru Maharaj, Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur, who used to say that if I could perfectly deliver even one soul back home, back to Godhead, then I would think my mission, propagating Krishna consciousness, to be successful. And even Srila Prabhupada, in the preface to Bhagavad Gita, before the introduction to Bhagavad Gita, he writes the same thing. If even one person can become Krishna conscious by reading this Bhagavad Gita, I will consider this endeavor successful. So here Srila Prabhupada, Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur, the previous acharyas are exemplifying the mood that we are not trying to make the whole world Krishna conscious. Our mood should be one at a time. If we can make even one person a devotee, then our endeavor is successful. And then if one person becomes a devotee, we are not satisfied with that. We try for another one. But one at a time, the whole world can become Krishna conscious. At the same time, we would not become proud of being instruments of Krishna. Om Ajnanatimirandhasya Jnananjana Shalakaya Chakshurun Militam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Nama Om Vishnu Padaya Krishna Pristhaya Bhutale Srimate Bhaktivedanta Swami Niti Namine. Namaste Saraswate Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschatya Deshatarine. Jaya Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shrivas Adi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna. So in these three verses, Srila Prabhupada in the purport is explaining the different kinds of gurus that we have in our lives, in our spiritual lives. Srila Prabhupada talks about three kinds of gurus, but there are actually, in other places, there are four gurus. One is the Chaitya Guru. Chaitya Guru is the Paramatma within the heart. Then is the Diksha Guru. Diksha Guru is the external manifestation of the Paramatma within the heart, who actually takes the responsibility to take us back home, back to Godhead. And then there is the Shiksha Guru, who on behalf of the Diksha Guru helps us by his instructions in executing the instructions of our spiritual master, executing the instructions of Krishna. And then there is the Vartma Pradarshak Guru, who has inspired us in this path of bhakti. The Vartma Pradarshak Guru, like Srila Prabhupada, he would say that in his life, there were many sadhus who would come to his house but he would not be very impressed with them. And so uh, when his friend Narendra said, "You should meet this Swami, Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur. He's not like the other sadhus." Srila Prabhupada was not very much amused. But on the insistence of his friend Narendra, he went with him to visit Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur at the rooftop of the Ulta Danga Junction Road, the Gauriya Math, and he met his spiritual master, where Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur, on the first meeting, he told him, "You are an educated young man. You should preach this message of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu in the English language." And then Srila Prabhupada argued, "But we are under the subjugation of the British rule. First, we must get out of the British rule. Then we can think about Krishna consciousness and Sanatan Dharma to spread all over the world." And Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur said something because of which Srila Prabhupada said, "I was defeated." He proudly would say, "I was defeated that day by my Guru Maharaj." Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur, he said, "Krishna consciousness is the eternal nature of the soul. It cannot wait. Krishna consciousness cannot wait for a political situation of a country to change. It is far beyond the bodily designation of country, family, nation, society. It is the eternal nature of the soul." And Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur said, "Today we are under the British rule. Tomorrow we'll be under some other rule. It may be an independent India, but then there would be another kind of subjugation in a different way, and then another kind of subjugation. How long can we wait for all these subjugations to get over? Krishna consciousness cannot wait." And Srila Prabhupada proudly proclaimed that day I was defeated. And he gives all credit, and he's very grateful to his friend Narendra that he, in spite of Srila Prabhupada not saying it, he asked him to surrender. He took him to Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur. So Narendra would be Srila Prabhupada's Vartma Pradarshak Guru, one who showed him the path. And even though Narendra did not continue, but still he was very much grateful. Similarly, Suniti here is Vartma Pradarshak Guru. Even Srila Prabhupada says she's the Shiksha Guru of Dhruva Maharaj, his mother. Narad Muni was his Diksha Guru, but Shiksha Guru and Vartma Pradarshak Guru was his Path Pradarshak Guru. Vartma Pradarshak Guru was his mother Suniti, who told him, "Go to the forest, and there you will find Krishna, you will find Vishnu." And so his spiritual journey began. And so he was very, very grateful. A devotee is very grateful for even a little help that someone does for him in his spiritual life. He's very grateful to Krishna, and Krishna is very grateful to every devotee who is serving him. And devotees are grateful to other devotees who are helping them, helping us in our Krishna consciousness, because we cannot make any progress in Krishna consciousness until a devotee prays for us. We are making any progress only because someone somewhere is praying to Krishna, "Please reciprocate with this devotee's sincerity and help him advance in Krishna consciousness. Because of their blessings, because somewhere we are pleasing some devotee or our spiritual master, and they are praying for us. So that's Vartma Pradarshak Guru. Then there is the Shiksha Guru and Diksha Guru. Shiksha Guru is the instructing spiritual master. Diksha Guru is the initiating spiritual master. Both of them work together. Sometimes they are the same persons, sometimes they are different. And still, both of them work together to help the conditioned soul go back home, back to Godhead. Like, for example, Srila Jiva Goswami was the Shiksha Guru of three devotees, Narottam Das Thakur, Srila Shyamananda Pandit, and Srila Narottam Das Thakur, Srila Shyamananda Pandit, and the third one, I don't know why it's, yeah, so there were three of them who were serving under Srila Jiva Goswami. They were his Shiksha disciples. They had their own Diksha Guru. Narottam Das Thakur's Diksha Guru was Srila Lokanath Goswami. And similarly, Shyamananda Pandit's Guru was in probably Gauridas Pandit, and like that. They had their own Diksha Gurus, but Shiksha Guru, their Diksha Gurus had instructed them to go to their Shiksha Guru, Jiva Goswami, and learn the teachings of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu from him. So here, Diksha Guru and Shiksha Gurus are working together to help the soul advance in Krishna consciousness and become an instrument of Krishna in his mission. So this is Shiksha Guru, Diksha Guru, and then there is the Chaitya Guru. Chaitya Guru is the Paramatma within the heart, who actually, because of whom we are able to advance, who gives the actual advancement in Krishna consciousness. We may be serving the instructions of our Guru Maharaj, and no one would see it, but Paramatma witnesses it. The Chaitya Guru witnesses it. The Chaitya Guru within the heart conveys to our Diksha Guru, our Shiksha Guru, gives a report of how their disciples are doing. And so we should, in Krishna consciousness, we should not be concerned, oh, I'm not able to serve my my spiritual master physically. He doesn't know what services I'm doing. Does he even think about me? Does he even know that I'm sincerely trying to follow his instructions? Yes, he knows. He knows through the Chaitya Guru. And Chaitya Guru, the Paramatma, sees, oh, this devotee, very sincerely, he's following the instructions of a spiritual master without trying to get any credit or without any glory, any prestige or adoration or distinction. Very sincerely, I will give him spiritual advancements. And then when he sees that the devotee is sincerely serving the instructions of his Shiksha Guru, Diksha Guru, Chaitya Guru gives the spiritual advancements. They are all actually the same Guru Tattva, manifesting in different ways to help the conditioned soul advance in spiritual life and go back home, back to Godhead. But we should also be very sincere in trying to please our gurus. One time there was a man, there was a boy he and his spiritual master were going along with a horse. And the guru was on the horse, and the disciple was going by, and something fell from the bag of the guru, and the disciple was just continuing to walk, and his Guru Maharaj said, "Didn't you see something fell from my bag? I'm on the horse. Can you go and get it?" And he said, "Yes, Guru Maharaj, yes. You didn't tell me to get it, so I didn't get it. But now that you've told me, I'll go and get it." So he ran and got it. And so his Guru Maharaj said, "Okay, now my standing instruction. Anything that drops from the horse, you give it to me." So the disciple said, "Yes, Guru Maharaj, yes, your instruction I will follow." And as they were going, after some time, the horse dropped his horse dung, and it came down, and the disciple, "Oh, Guru Maharaj said anything that drops from the horse I should take and give him." He immediately took the horse dung and gave it to Guru Maharaj. "Guru Maharaj, this I gave it to you." His Guru Maharaj said, "Ew, what are you doing? Why are you giving me this horse dung?" And he said, "Well, Guru Maharaj, you told me that I'm just following your instruction." So his Guru Maharaj said, "All right, okay, I'll give you a list, okay? If this thing falls, anything from my bag falls, then you pick it up." So the disciple said, "Yes, Guru Maharaj, yes, I will follow your instruction." And then as they were walking, there came a bump, and the Guru himself fell from the horse. And the disciple continued walking. And the Guru said, "Hey, hey, disciple, wait, pick me up. What happened? Help me up." And the disciple looked at the list. "Guru Maharaj, you are not in the list, so I cannot pick you up according to your instructions." So we should not be a disciple like that, who is just following the instructions without understanding the essence of the instructions. When our Guru Maharaj says that perform some service, it automatically means we should perform that service in the association of devotees, while pleasing all the devotees, in collaboration with other devotees. It's all implicit in that instruction. We should understand the essence of the instruction. We should not just be, "Oh, my Guru Maharaj has asked me to do this service. I don't care how I disturb other devotees while doing my service, or how I disturb other devotees' services while doing my service. I just have to do my service." That is not following the essence of the instruction of the spiritual master. So this is very important to understand about Diksha Guru, the instruction of the Shiksha Guru, and all of the other different gurus that we have. In fact, Srimad Bhagavatam, 11th canto, chapter 7, talks about 24 gurus that are there. Prithivi Vayurakasham Apognis Chandramaravi Kapoto Ajagara Sindhu Patango Madhukrit Gajaha Madhuha Harino Meena Pingala Kuraror Bhaka Kumari Sharakrit Sarpa Urnanabhi Supeshakrit Ete me Guravo Rajan Chatur Vimshatir Ashrita Shiksha Vrittibhir Ete Sham Anvashiksham Ihatmana. O King, I have taken shelter of 24 gurus who are following. Again, these are Shiksha gurus. He says, I have learnt from the activities. Shiksha vritti bhi, instruction from the activities. O king, I have taken shelter of 24 gurus who are the following: the earth, air, sky, water, fire, moon, sun, pigeon, and python, the sea, moth, honeybee, elephant, and honey thief, the deer, the fish, the prostitute, Pingala, the kurara bird, and the child, and the young girl, arrow maker, serpent, spider, and wasp. My dear king, by studying their activities, I have learned the science of the self. So we can actually take instruction from anything in this world. A tree can be our Shiksha Guru if we can learn how to be tolerant. So here it's explained the 24 gurus. The first is the earth, where it's explained that one should be as steady as the earth and dedicate oneself to the service of others. We should not be distracted, even if we are harassed by other living beings, because they are just acting as agents of God to teach us some lessons. Then is air. Air, the air carries the aroma, but it never mixes with the aromas. It's still separate. Similarly, a devotee may be surrounded by innumerable material objects which may have good or bad qualities, but a devotee is not influenced. The devotee does not take their association of the surroundings. Sky, even though the sky extends everywhere, everything rests within it, it still does not mix with anything. So similarly, the living entity is never affected. The soul is never affected, even if it may enter into body of the material elements. Water, from water we learn that we should be pure. A saintly person is pure like water, free from all contamination, very gentle by nature. And when a pure devotee speaks, creates a beautiful vibration, like the flowing of the water, kal, 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 like that. And by seeing, by touching, by hearing such a saintly person, the soul, the living entity's mind is cleansed, as if we come in contact with pure water. If we are very thirsty, we get pure water. It will immediately quench our thirst. That's how a saintly person is. Then the next guru is fire. Just like nobody can follow the changing pattern of a flame, no one can see the changes that are overcome by time. And the fire, it burns up the contaminated substances that are offered to it. It purifies it. So similarly, the spiritual master, he burns up our past and future reactions during the initiation yagya. With moon, we can learn that the moon waxes and wanes, but the moon actually is not affected, because the moon is not waxing and waning. It's our vision. When the moon moves around the earth, in our vision, it appears like waxing and waning, but actual moon is the same. Similarly, the soul is still the same, even though it appears that the bodies are changing, but the soul is still the same, just like the moon. The sun, what we can learn from the sun, when we see the sun, we can remember a saintly person who can accept a material thing and offers it to Krishna and purifies it. Just like the sun, it immediately evaporates water and returns it to the earth as rain. Similarly, any respect we give to a saintly person, any offering we give to a saintly person, immediately they offer it to their spiritual master, who offers it to their guru and goes through the Guru Parampara to Krishna. Pigeon. What can we learn from the pigeon? Pigeon is an example of what not to do. From some gurus, we learn what to do, and some gurus, we can learn what not to do. And that's the pigeon, an example of excessive attachment. Because one time there's the story of a pigeon who saw that his wife and children are captured by a hunter. And he thought, my life without them is not worth living. So he also surrendered to the hunter himself. That's an example of excessive attachment. Ajagara, python. What we can learn from the python? Peacefulness and patience. The python, he does not make arrangements for food, but waits for food to come to him. Srila Prabhupada would say there is a lazy intelligent, there is a lazy fool, there is a busy intelligent and busy fool. The worst kind of person is a busy fool. He works very hard, that person, but it really doesn't amount to any outcome. And the most intelligent person is lazy intelligent. Even more intelligent than busy intelligent is lazy intelligent. Srila Prabhupada, in the Acharya series of the video, you must have seen, many of you, that Srila Prabhupada is going on a morning walk with some of his disciples in a park, and Srila Prabhupada said, look, these people, you know, the mouse makes a nice hole and sits inside. But the python comes in to the hole, eats the mouse, and makes the hole his own. Similarly, these people have made nice parks, and the best time to enjoy the park is early in the morning, and they are all sleeping. Whereas we are walking early in the morning and enjoying the park that they have made. This is called Ajagar Vritti, Srila Prabhupada says. Then the sea. We can learn from the sea how to be tranquil. The tranquil sea. It may have waves in the surface, but below the ocean, it's still and calm and tranquil. Just like a saintly person who is full of knowledge is never disturbed. Full of realizations in Krishna consciousness is never disturbed. The moth. What can we learn from the moth? This is something we learn not to do. A foolish man sometimes is captivated by a woman's charms, just like a moth is captivated by a flame and then burns within it. The honeybee, what can we learn from the honeybee? Honeybee, we can learn Madhukari. In Vrindavan, many saints, even when we all go for Vrajamandal Parikrama, the 30-day Vrajamandal Parikrama in Vrajadham, Vrajamandal, during Kartik, many devotees, if we feel hungry while walking 21 kilometers every day, we just knock the door of a Vrajbasi and say, Madhukari, which means just like a madhu, just like a honey bee goes around taking nectar, Similarly, a saintly person is not attached to one house. He goes to different houses, begs food, and the Vrajbasis are so merciful. They make hot chapatis immediately. They give it with some, uh, they call tikkar prasad, which means some potato sabji and chapati, or sometimes just some chapati and pickle, and so many different things. And they make those chapatis in the cow dung on the cow dung patties, and it tastes really wonderful. So from honeybee, we can uh, learn how a renounced person begs a little food from different houses, like madhukari. Similarly, an intelligent human being takes the essence of different scriptures, but does not become greedy and collect too much, just understands what the essence is devotional service to Krishna. 13th guru is the elephant, where a saintly person, as devotees, we must remember how a great elephant, big elephant, is captured by a she elephant. The she elephant just touches the he elephant and walks away. And the he elephant, just by the touch, is just completely mesmerized and hypnotized and walks behind, runs behind the she elephant. And the she elephant is trained to take the he elephant onto a certain pit which is covered by grass. And the she elephant goes around it and the he elephant falls in it. That's how they capture big elephants, using a she elephant. So similarly, we must, from the elephant, we can learn to not be enamored by sensual pleasures. The honey thief. The honey thief actually comes and takes honey from the nest of the honeybees. It's very dangerous, but then he takes the honey. Similarly, the devotees who are representatives of the Supreme Lord, the sannyasis and brahmacharis especially, are entitled to use the wealth of the laboring householders and use it in the service of Krishna. This is what we can learn from the honey thief. The deer. From deer we learn how a renounced person, how a devotee should never become attracted by mundane sounds, because a deer is actually captured by, is bewildered by the sound of the horn, the bull horn by the hunter. And because of that, the deer is cornered to a particular area and then is killed. So a renounced person makes sure that we are not attracted by mundane sounds like sensuous music or sweet dancing and singing of the opposite sex. That's what we learn from deer not to do. From the fish, we learn not to be slaves of the uncontrollable pleasures of the tongue. The fish is caught in the hook by the worm. And because of being greedy, attracted by the worm, the fish goes and gets caught. Similarly, a devotee must control our senses by first controlling the tongue. It all starts from the adau, it starts from jihvadau. Sevon mukhehi jihvadau, swayam eva sfuratyada. Pingala, the prostitute, she gave up her plans for earning money through prostitution out of frustration. She was completely dissatisfied, frustrated. And once she did that, she could remember Krishna and became peaceful. So we can learn that from Pingala, the prostitute. The 18th guru is Kurara bird, which means a hawk. The hawk, there was a hawk. It was carrying some uh, some 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 meat and was attacked by larger hawks. And then this hawk gave up out of fear of their life, gave up the food. And when he gave up that food, the hawk felt more happiness than when it was really holding on to the food. Similarly, when we are holding on to our material attachments, when we let them go, when we let go of our ego, when we let go of our pride, greed, anger, lust, we will feel more happiness than when we have them. 19th Guru is the child. It is said, a foolish child is happy. There are only two people who are happy. One who is the biggest fool and one who is the greatest devotee. Everyone in between are struggling. Even aspiring devotees as ourselves, we are also struggling because we have our material attachments, but we are looking up. We want to become a pure devotee. And our attachments are pulling us down while we are trying to go up. It's a struggle. Someone who's a fool, they don't even know that there is something higher. And one who has already reached the state of pure devotional service, they are extremely happy. So this is what we can learn from a child, to be innocent like a child in devotional service. Being surrendered to Krishna. Nishkapata. Be simple and innocent. Just like when we came to Krishna consciousness the first time and we met devotees, how excited we were, glorifying, looking at all the devotees with such veneer, with such respect. But as time goes by, we start taking everyone for granted. But everything in Krishna consciousness in the beginning is so exciting. And we should maintain that childlike innocence when we were first introduced to Krishna consciousness. 20th Guru is the young girl. There was a young girl who was receiving some prospective bridegrooms on a day when her parents were away from home. So she went into the kitchen. She prepared some food for the prospective bridegrooms. And while she was beating the rice, her bracelets jangled. And she was afraid that the young men would think that her family was poor because she's doing such hard work at home. So she broke all the bracelets in her arm, except she kept two on each arm. But then those two also jangled. Then she removed one from each arm, leaving only one on each arm, one bangle on each arm, and then she worked in silence. So similarly, what we learn from this is when several devotees or even people live together, there will be clashing of interests and there will be fighting. And therefore, sometimes it is better to live alone. And live alone meaning live alone from material association. Live alone means to live in the association of devotees. And to live in association of devotees means while being physically in the association of devotees, always be in the mood of service. Then we are truly alone. We are truly living inside the soul, rather than being distracted by the external distractions that may come from our devotional service. One time, a devotee asked his guru, Guru Maharaj, I come to the temple, but I hear so much politics. I hear so much criticism of other devotees. Every devotee is criticizing other devotees. And then sometimes I feel I shouldn't even come to the temple. There's no point. This is what I get in the material world. This is what I get in the temple. And so his Guru Maharaj said, okay, take this bowl of water. Get me a bowl of water. So he got some water. He got a bowl and got some water in it. And the Guru said, fill it to the brim. And so he filled the water to the brim. And then his Guru said, now take this bowl of water, which is filled to the brim, and do a parikrama of the entire temple. Make sure that the water, not even a drop of water, should fall. And so this devotee was, Guru Maharaj, I asked you a different question. How is this related? Do you want to know the answer to the question? Then follow this instruction. So the devotee said, all right. He took the bowl and very carefully he went outside. He went on a parikrama around the temple. And while he was walking with the bowl full to the brim with water, the terrain outside was sometimes it was up, down, sometimes there were some stones here and there. And he had to be very careful, not even a drop of water should fall. And he completed the task and came back to Guru Maharaj. I have completed your task, not even a drop of water fell. And so his Guru Maharaj said, did you see that there were stones on your path? And he said, no, Guru Maharaj, my whole focus was just on the bowl of water, that it shouldn't fall. I wasn't really worried about any of those different things. And his Guru Maharaj said, there lies the answer to your question. You may come to the temple, you may hear so many things, but make sure your eyes, your senses, your whole attention is on the bowl of water, is on Krishna, is on how to develop my Krishna consciousness. How do I serve the devotees to always see good in the devotees and not see any bad thing at all? Ignore the bad. Unless we are in a position where we are given the service to instruct another devotee, then as a service to them, based on our relationship, we may be allowed to look at their bad qualities. But otherwise, we do not associate. We only associate with the good qualities of the devotees, and that's what we get. If we associate with bad qualities of the devotees, thinking about that devotee may get purified of that bad quality. But guess what? Because we are constantly associating with that, it might come into us. So from the young girl, we understand that there will be clashes as long as we are having a relationship on a material level, even with devotees. It is said that breeds spiritual closeness, breeds love. Material closeness breeds contempt. Familiarity breeds contempt. Material familiarity breeds contempt, but spiritual familiarity breeds love. So we should make sure that we develop spiritual familiarity with devotees. 21st Guru is the arrow maker. The arrow maker is so absorbed in his work of making a straight arrow that he didn't even see that a king was passing by. Similarly, a devotee must be so absorbed in the Lord that he does not see any duality. This is similar to the example of the Guru asking to just focus on the bowl of water so the water may not spill. So just be absorbed in the service of devotees, service of the Lord, and devotional service. 22nd Guru is the snake. A snake, he makes no home for himself, but takes over the homes of others, the Ajagar Vritti that Srila Prabhupada was talking them. The mouse makes a hole, the snake comes in, eats the mouse, and captures the whole. Similarly, a sage does not make any endeavors for his own shelter. The six Goswamis of Vrindavan, they were famous for they would not stay one night under the same tree. If today they slept under one tree, tomorrow they'll sleep under another tree. They did not want any feelings of possessiveness of even the place under the tree. So like that. The spider, what do we learn from the spider? We learn that just like a spider creates a web, similarly, God is like spider because he creates the network of the cosmos from his own potency and then withdraws it into himself. The wasp, we learn from the wasp that how the wasp traps a weaker insect in its hive. And out of intense fear of the wasp, this insect, it was just meditating out of fear on the wasp. And this insect turned into a wasp in the next life. So this illustrates how one attains in the next life what one's mind is fixed upon. So we should learn from the wasp not to meditate on sensual objects, to always meditate on Krishna, and then we can go back home, back to Godhead, to Krishna Loka. So this is our today's discussion on the different kinds of gurus and how Dhruva Maharaj was so grateful to his mother and Shiksha Guru, Suniti. Thank you very much. Hare Krishna. If there are any questions or comments, we can take now.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, thank you so much for this wonderful class. As always, so many takeaway points. Devotees have any doubts? Prabhuji, can we take one or two questions? If there are there?
Absolutely. Yes.
Hare Krishna. Devotees, please raise your hands. Suma Mataji, your hand is raised. Is it for doubts
Thank
or was it for reading?
No, Mataji, please for doubts.
Please go on.
Thank you, Mataji. Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. Dandavat pranams, Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna.
In that Vatma Pradurshaka Guru, one has to respect. So, how much one has to respect, Prabhuji? Because sometimes Vatma Pradurshaka Guru, is my understanding correct, Prabhuji? You please correct me, Prabhuji. Vatma Pradurshaka Guru is that one who shows the spiritual, gives the path to the spiritual, is it not, Prabhuji? Spirituality.
Correct.
So, how one should respect, because sometimes they may not come under the bona fide sampradaya also, but they would have given some knowledge about the spiritual life and all that. So how one should respect, Prabhuji?
Yes, one must always respect them, be grateful to them, but at the same time, in our heart, but at the same time, if they are no longer interested in Krishna consciousness, for example, then we need not associate with them. But we should always have that gratitude and respect for them. Just like we respect all living entities, we respect even a tiger, but doesn't mean we go and hug a tiger. Externally we behave in different ways with different kinds of people based on their level of spiritual advancement. But internally, we do have the respect for them. If they are no longer in Krishna consciousness, we may not follow their instructions, but we respect them, we meet them, we very lovingly express our gratitude, we serve them in whatever way we can. That does not hamper our Krishna consciousness. And many times the Vatma Pradarshak Guru becomes the Shiksha Guru and probably sometimes becomes the Diksha Guru as well. So in that case, yes, we must then continue following their instructions.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. Thank you so much, Prabhuji. In continuation with this, can I ask one more small doubt, Prabhuji?
Sure.
Prabhuji, whenever we go to a guru or a sadhu, we should carry something, they say, Prabhuji, in gratitude to pay our gratitude. So when we carry that fruits or something, that is okay. But what if we give our donations to them? Is that right or wrong, Prabhuji? After coming to Krishna consciousness, we're not supposed to do anything on charity or anything to others also. So, but they have showed the path also. We have to be grateful to them also. So, how can we do that, Prabhuji?
I'm not sure if I understand the question. Is your
Like,
question, should we
um,
give the sadhus donation, charity, and fruits?
if it is fruits and all that, we can take Krishna Prasadam and offer it to them. That can be done. But sometimes if suddenly if we go to the temple and just in when they when we if we see our gurus, Vatma Pradashaka gurus, and we in a sense of gratefulness or gratitude, if we go them get there all of a sudden, and then if they ask us to pay the donations or something for Annadana or something like that, so how what one can do, Prabhuji? Like should they pay or how can we
It depends
do?
on your situation and your capacity. Whatever best as per your situation, as per your capacity, you can do, we should try to do.
Hare Krishna. Thank you, Prabhuji. Because it is not done in Krishna consciousness. Now we can understand that. So even then, can we give, Prabhuji? So that is my question.
If they are not in Krishna consciousness,
That's what I said, Prabhuji. They are not in the
oh,
bona fide Sampradaya. So they, when it is that situation, so how
oh,
can we?
no, then
Wha-
we can give them some prasad, we can give them some books, we can give them our association rather than taking their association. I thought you were talking about ISKCON temple or something like that.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. I reveal it openly, Prabhuji. Like I just share it, Prabhuji. My initially I came to before I came to Krishna consciousness, spiritually guiding guru was Sai Baba, Prabhuji. I was a devotee of the Sai Baba, so I used to worship him. And I used to read the books also. So spiritual knowledge thereby I that we are all the souls and all that about the karma and all that I could understand that, Prabhuji. And later I came to Krishna consciousness. So I feel that the beginning has started from there. So I am grateful to them, but I don't want to because now I've got the knowledge of Bhagavad Gita from our Guru Maharaj gurus. So I should be cautious now. So I need to respect them at the same time. I should be on the safer side also.
Yes, that's
So
right.
Hare Krishna. That is why, Prabhuji. Thank you so much, Prabhuji.
Thank
Dandavat
you.
pranams.
Hare Krishna.
Hare
Any
Krishna
other
Prabhuji.
questions, Mataji's and Prabhuji's?
Hare Krishna Prabhuji. Pranams Prabhuji.
Prabhuji?
Dandavat pranam. Hare
Yes, Prabhuji.
Krishna.
Prabhuji, I am regularly hearing Bhagavatam classes,
Mm-hmm.
but I have not yet initiated. The thing is, as and when hearing regularly classes, the impression and regarding the Bhagavatam and then Bhagavad Gita and then Chaitanya Charitamrita makes me a better human being. And then I don't know, I have not come across any. In the previous era, in 90s, I have accompanied with so many sannyasis and had classes in different varieties regarding the divine and then soul, super soul, and all those things. Anyhow, after coming to Krishna consciousness, only because of that, I have read that in Bhagavad Gita, 8th chapter, Yam Yapi Smaran Bhavam Tadachante Kalevaram. One who remembers Sri Krishna at the time of leaving his body, he will get the bhava of Sri Krishna. Am I right, Prabhuji? So,
Yes.
after coming to Krishna consciousness, by regularly chanting, by hearing classes, So that is happening for me to go easy into that path. So thing is, I am not initiated. So then what I have to do, either I follow the same procedure till my last breathing, or I have to approach any other personality to get initiation. This is my question, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna.
So your question is about initiation?
Yes, Prabhuji.
Should you take initiation or not? Is
Not
that
yet. Not yet.
no, is your question whether you should take initiation or not?
Yes, I have to take initiation.
Mm-hmm.
I,
So
I have I have visited temples, but I have not seen the environment to get that to that extent of initiation from at my nearby temples. So I am thinking what to do, what to do. So of course I am not at all, I am not very disturbed also. The thing is I never give up the chanting and then reading Bhagavatam, attending classes and everything. I never give up that today and even till my last breathing, I am determined to be in that forum only. So thing is, what to do then? If there comes, I will get an opportunity. Definitely, I will get initiation. If not, what to do? Is it be in the same path for till my last breathing?
well, continue hearing Srila Prabhupada's classes. Continue hearing different gurus' lectures that is available on YouTube and many other places. Hear from different gurus, and then if then see which guru's words and instructions inspire you the most, and
Okay.
then based on that you can decide your spiritual master. We should decide based on hearing lectures. Based on hearing, it should be identified. At the same time, we should hear Srila Prabhupada's lectures also, and Srila Prabhupada will inspire you to your guru, and hear other gurus' lectures as well,
Yes,
meaning within
Prabhuji.
ISKCON.
Regularly, I am attending the. I used to hear Srila Prabhupada's lectures, and then I regularly I am attending these classes also regular, right from morning to night. Every classes I am attending. So I have not give up the chanting process also. So that is going on. So thing is, if I don't get any guru in my life, so what is my ultimate? Whether I will be fall down or I will be sustained.
Well, it is said that our spiritual life starts when we accept a guru. That's why it's called initiation. That's when it's initiated. That's initiation means beginning. It's just like, but the work that we do and the services we do before initiation, chanting that we do before initiation is also useful. Just like if we want to go on a flight from one place to another, our actual journey begins when we board the flight. But before boarding the flight, there is a lot of preparation that has to be done. We have to purchase the ticket, we have to plan the journey, we have to pack our bags, we have to do so many other things that we have to do. We have to come to the airport, drive to the airport. All of those things are important, without which we cannot even embark on the plane. Although our true journey starts when we actually step on the plane. Similarly, our spiritual life starts and spiritual journey starts when we take initiation. But to come to that point, we have to do a lot of preparation. So continue your preparation, and Krishna will inspire based on your sincerity. As he is the Chaitya Guru, he will lead you to your Diksha Guru. So keep hearing classes of different gurus in ISKCON. Keep hearing classes of Srila Prabhupada, and you will be inspired to accept a guru. But have that sincere desire. that I want to get initiated. Don't think I don't, oh, it's okay, no problem. It's not, it's a problem. We must take initiation. So, yeah, follow this and then you will find your guru.
Okay, well, thank you, Prabhuji. The thing is, I don't give up, of course. So I will aspire to get a guru also. So
Yes.
I never give up this. I will try my best. Anyhow, the sadhana, I am not ready to give up at this stage. This is the breathing. Every breathing, I am in Krishna consciousness. I am always thinking that I without if I find any problems in my life, so those were not at all affecting me also. So I am always thinking that consciousness only. So I am very proud and then very pleased by you lecturers and teachers. I am grateful to you. You are all make me a human being in a Krishna consciousness. Thank you, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. There is a question in the chat box, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna. Can I read, Prabhuji? Prabhuji, can we make Srila
Yes, Mataji,
Prabhupada
please.
Guru by reading his books for our questions and doubts?
Can we make Srila Prabhupada as our guru
Yes,
by
Prabhuji.
reading his books? Well, irrespective of whether we have Diksha Guru or not, Srila Prabhupada is our primary Shiksha Guru in ISKCON. So, Srila Prabhupada is our primary Shiksha Guru, and we select a Diksha Guru based on how the Diksha Guru is following Srila Prabhupada's instructions. So, Srila Prabhupada is the primary Shiksha Guru, but we must have a living Diksha Guru who accepts us and who we accept their instructions personally, physically. But otherwise, it'll be like we are accepting Srila Prabhupada as Guru, but is Srila Prabhupada accepting us as a disciple? In terms of a Diksha disciple. So we must have a living Guru who is a representative of Srila Prabhupada, who can give us Diksha. And we continue reading Srila Prabhupada's books, but we should not be like Ekalavya, thinking having one-sided relationship with Guru. Does that answer the question?
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. It is asked by Divya Desai Mataji, Prabhuji. So
Okay.
I just read out the question, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna. Thank you so much. Meenakshi Mataji, you can end the session, Mataji, with the prayers. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. Can we end the class with prayers, Prabhuji?
Sure.
Divya Desai Mataji is conveying her thanks to you, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna.
Hare
Vancha kalpatarubhyascha kripa sindhubhyeva cha patitanam bhavebhyo vaishnavebhyo namo namo koti Vaishnavrindi ki jai.
Jai.
Prabhupada ki jai.
Prabhupada ki jai.
Srimad Bhagavatam ki jai.
Srimad Bhagavatam.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna,
Hare
Prabhuji. Thank you
Krishna.
so much,
Thank you,
Prabhuji,
Prabhuji.
for coming.
Hari Bol.
Hare Krishna.
Hari Bol.
Hare Krishna.
Could I end the session,
Prabhuji, Hare
Prabhuji, with
Krishna.
all your permission?
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna.
Could I end the session, Prabhuji? Hare Krishna.
Yes, Mataji.
Thank you so much, Prabhuji.